Hello, good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing good. Um, I am doing well myself. I totally lost some of my all my birthday stuff, so I'm having to quickly retype it in. So um, yeah, April Fools to me. Um, so I've been frantically typing. That's why I'm a little bit late. Um, so I'm almost done. I didn't realize I could type so fast. Yeah, I went to uh, put it in and it was gone. And I'm like, shoot. So I am typing like a frantic fool here. I'm almost done. Um, and that is no April Fool's joke today. I got just two more names to type in. And one more name, and then hopefully I don't click the um, erase button instead. So, okay, whew, we got that done. So let me go ahead and say, yes, today is April Fool's Day, Tuesday, April 1st. We are 91 days into the year, and there's 274 days remaining. So, yay, happy Fool's Day to you. So, what April Fool's Day is a day of pranks. It's been a day when practical jokes and tricks are played on the unaware. It's time when children convince their parents they've broken a bone. Parents get in on planning too. Classic April Fool jokes include caramel covered onions, a fake doggy doo doo in inconvenient places. Businesses launch impractical or unbelievable products for the fun of the day, and newspapers print incredible headlines, catching readers off guard. So, yes, April Fool's Day, and that was from nationaldaycalendar.com. So, our poll today is on April 1st, I like to prank who? My partner or parents? Let me this up. On April 1st, I like to prank your partner or parent, uh, my kids, coworkers, or friends. So there we go. That um, that is our poll. On April 1st, I don't think I put a space between that, but it's okay. So, okay, let me go ahead now. Let me like this. Let me share this out to all the places we need to share everything out to. And then we can start our show. Excuse me. So let me post this over on Twix, on Threads, and then let me run over to Discord and post it over there. Um, so that is done. That is done. Let me go over to Discord and post over here. And let me go over to my Discord and post. Come on. There we go. Oh, not there, not there. There we go. Okay. So we've got all that posted. We're ready to continue our show and say hello to everybody. So who do we have with us today? We have Fallout Dave. Hey, Mrs. I didn't think there was a morning show today. Um, yes, there's not going to be a morning show tomorrow. We have JPRPH1. Good morning. Good morning to you. Buddy Hepburn, good morning to you. Let's see, who else do we have here? Um, no, I was, for all you guys that were wondering, like I said, I was late this morning because I totally lost all my birthday information and I was frantically typing it in. That's why I was a little late today for the show. We have a Snorter Poopers Cuber, hello humans and other critters. And hellos and hellos. We have a Connie Clary. Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Good morning to you. We have hellos. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, this was around 9:56. It says, I guess we'll find out soon. And then I didn't start the show on time. I guess I accidentally pranked you all. Sorry about that. We have Simply Steve. Hello to you all, Miss Mushers in head. Mushers in here. Hello to all you musers. Musers in here. Musers. Okay, I had to figure. uh, let's see. We have hellos. We have hellos. Musers. You're my musers. And Damon says, "Hey, Mrs. Have a great stream. Love you. I am not back yet at home base, but today in martial law's been declared, so I will convert as I can. Have a great stream. Um, thank you, Dad Man. I will." Fallout Dave says, "Hey, Dad Man, keep them all in line." Uh, we have Sashi. Wait, is this a April Fool's thing? No, it's not. Like I accidentally pranked you guys and I didn't mean to. I feel pretty bad. But I'm so glad I'm here. Uh, I hope you guys are still here. I hope you guys didn't go, oh, this is a joke. Let's leave. We have the trusty Ape. Welcome to the show. I don't know if I've ever seen you here before. Good morning. Welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy the show. I'm usually prompt. I'm usually prompt. Oh, yes. Happy Liar's Day. And Buddy says, I am not a pranker myself. Yep, it's Fool's Day today as well as every other day. And yes, hello, name we cannot pronounce. I hope you are doing well today. Um, the demo says, unless we agreed that we do a drive stream tomorrow, like I say, there are no scheduled streams, so we'll have to wait and see how it is tomorrow. And Follow Dave says, well, I tried to forget my birthday information too. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have caused massive confusion. No, I don't stream the second tomorrow through the 8th, and then I come back on Wednesday at 4 p.m. So we have everything here. So that's our April Fool's joke for today. And from our friend Mr. T, it's April Fool's. I pity the fool. And Emma says, okay, going in, everyone. Going in, hello, everyone, and bye to. It's April Fool's Day. Sashi, if you could, who would you like to prank the most? Did so you have no kids, no coworkers, and no friends. Aw, and pranking an Asian parent will turn me into a statistic. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you so much. It's more a happy surprise than getting pranked this morning. Oh, thank you so very much. Yeah, I stayed up late. I was doing stuff and I didn't get and then I thought everything was set up and it wasn't. And it was a little oh my. Oh well, it's okay. It's okay. So let's see what else we have here. Uh, Chalk Walk in the Park. When I checked last night, they had raised $1,010. Last year, Theme Park Casual raised $1,340. His goal every year is to raise $1 more than he did the year before. So that's why his goal is 1,341. If you would like to help him, you can go to chalkwalk.org at Theme Park Casual. Buddy, if you could put that link in the chat, that would be fantastic. Um, if you cannot support financially, which is fine, if you could share this out in other social media to get other people aware of it. It is a legit fundraiser. It is for the Children's Hospital of Orange County. And as it says, the money goes to support healthcare programs, education, and research. So I supported it last year. I think it's wonderful. And I think the walk is, I can't remember when the walk is. In August, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. But he also does a live stream of the walk. So if you could support that, that would be fantastic. And today at 1 p.m., I'm going to be doing the Bossy Dragon diamond painting. I'm looking forward to doing that. I think it would be fun. And tonight at 7 p.m., April Fools with Dadman, his 700 sub celebration. Yep, and this one is not a joke. It really isn't. We are going to be doing this show tonight at 7. August 3rd is when the chalk walk is, and he usually he does a live stream where there's a signal. Disney is notorious for not is having a lot of dead spots. So oh, we are doing our puzzle first. Name pronounces, I don't always do pranks in April Fools, but when I do, they're so severe I have to change identities afterward. Oh my. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that is too funny. Um, so let's go ahead and get ready for puzzle time. And let's I had a little panic there. I was like, "Oh, great. I don't even know where the puzzle is." I think today's pranking me. I think I'm just being pranked today. So here is our word for today. Get back over here. And let's check out our poll real quick here and see how it is going. Do, 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 do. We've got looking for the poll music. So here we go. Let's check out the poll. So we have 10 votes, 2 for parent partner, 1 for kids, 4 for coworkers, and 3 for friends. We have 9 people watching, and we have how many likes? We have 14 likes. Thank you so much for that. So let's figure out what will our first word be today. Let's say adieu, adieu, adieu to you and you and you. Adieu there, and there none of those letters are in that word. So we have to find a word with an O and a Y. How about lofty? I don't know if I've ever done that word. So lofty. There is an O. So we've used all the vowels. There's an O, and it is not in the second spot. So as we said, today is April Fool's Day. Be aware. So let's see what other names they have. Today is International, excuse me, excuse me, International Tatting Day. What is tatting, you may ask? Well, I will show you what tatting is. That, if you can kind of see that lace work, tatting is a lace work, a form of lace work. It's the art of knotting threads to make a delicate lace. It is one of the oldest lace making techniques and was a part of the tradition. When tatting, tatters use some techniques to make graceful items like lace collars, lace edging, and other ornamental pieces such as doilies. On tatting day, people all over the world celebrate it by engaging in lace tatting, sharing their hobby with family and friends, and consuming a fair amount of delicious chocolate. Okay, I don't understand the whole chocolate thing, but that's what it says, and that's from nationaltoday.com. So let's see. That is about it. Is tatting difficult? Um, it says, although it may seem difficult to learn, tatting requires just one type of stitch, the double stitch. I've had friends that tried tatting and they could not get it. You can do shuttle or needle tatting. Um, so that is the needle. That's a needle, I think. And then you have a different type. I have never tried tatting. I bought some tatting stuff, but never actually tried it. But yes, it's National Tatting Day. So let's go back and look at the. Oh shit! I did. I deleted. I deleted everything. So all that work I did while I was late is gone. So we're gonna have to. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. It is okay. It's gonna be one of those days, guys. So I'm just going to. I'll do everything by hand. And we have Miss Fulton Mraz. Hello to you. So scorn. Um, scorn. Scorn's a good word. I need to scorn today. Scorn. The O is in the second spot. And yeah, say hey, I left a million. No, they would know that was a prank. They would know that was a prank. I hope you're having a good morning. So when someone says their plans to start sewing is in tatters, it could be a positive statement. Yes, I guess it could. Uh, okay, so scorn, SCORN. The O is in the middle. And let's see, what other word could we do here? Huh. Yes, all those common letters and just an O. I know. I am looking at that going, what? It can't. I was thinking photo. It can't be photo. PHOTO. It can't be promo because there's no R. Um, can't be booth. Womp. We'll try womp. I'm all for it. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that. There's a WH and an O. So it must be whoop. Whoop. Oh my gosh. I truly am being pranked by this puzzle. Whoop. Whoop is our first word puzzle. But since we now have almost all the letters taken, the rest should be very simple. So we have an O in the second, and then at the end with an R, A, and an M. Yes, we got it with whoop. Today is National 1 Cent Day. What did Benjamin Franklin, the phrase mind your business, April 1st, and National 1 Cent Day all have in common? The answer is the penny, which we recognize on National 1 Cent Day, which from what I heard, they should quit issuing it, to be honest with you. The United States first issued a 1 cent coin produced by a private mint in 1787. Benjamin Franklin designed it. On one side, it read, Mind your business, and on the other, We are one. The coin was made of 100% copper, was larger than today's penny, and came to be known as the Fugio cent. It wasn't until 1792 that the United States Mint was first created. The coins struck by the newly established mint were called chain cents or flowing hair chain cents by collectors today. On the one side of the coin was a circle of 13 links of chain representing the 13 colonies. On the reverse was an image of a woman with flowing hair, otherwise known as Liberty. The 1 cent was reduced in size in the 1850s to make the currency more economical and easier to handle. In 1856, the mint produced the Flying Eagle cent with a wreath on the reverse side. This coin was soon replaced with the Indian head in 1859, which quickly became popular and remained in circulation for decades. Today's 1 cent coin is made of copper and zinc, has borne the image of President Abraham Lincoln since 1909. From 1959 to 2008, the reverse featured Lincoln Memorial. Four different reverse designs in 2009 honored Lincoln's 200th birthday, depicting various scenes from his lifetime. And a new permanent reverse, the Union Shield, was introduced in 2010. Let's see. How much does it cost to make a penny? It costs about 3.7 cents to produce a single penny, which is significantly more than its face value, almost 400% more. Um, I think they should just quit doing the pennies. I think they should quit doing pennies. They should quit doing sales tax and just stop it. But that's my opinion. I think the only reason you need pennies is really because of sales tax, because that's what makes them those odd numbers. Just stop it. We don't even need them. So we have Roman, Roman. I was thinking, well, let's type that. I was thinking moron. No, it can't be. No, it can't be. Roman. It was Roman. I was thinking moron. Moran. We have, shoot, we can already add those letters in. And we have an S and then an O, an A, a T at the end, and we don't know what the second letter is. And Sci-Fi Mombi, hello. Sci-Fi Mombi says the Canadian government Whoops, the chat popped up here. The Canadian government got rid of theirs, saved them 12 million a year. And the Phantom Outsider says Hell Chat listening in waiting on callback from Social Security. Well, good luck. Snorterpoopus says, I tripped over a box of Kleenex earlier. Don't worry, it was just tissue damage. And Sashi says, we quit making the 1 cent coin a long time ago. Yeah, they're talking about getting rid of the pennies. You're right, Fallout Dave. I think they should. I think they're a nuisance. So we have an S and then an O and A. What is that word? Whoops. That's the only word I can think it is, Sashi. And let's see. Let me make sure I haven't missed anybody here. There we go. So we have how is sci-fi asking Snorterpoopus, how is my favorite polar bear? And Follow Up Day says Snorterpoopus keeps asking for the Unicorn Flakes song. Unicorn Flakes song. uh, and Sci-Fi Snorterpoopus says to Sci-Fi, to be honest, the bear is rattled today. Been playing phone and email tag all morning. Oh, that drives me crazy. How are you? But he says there's very little copper left in them anyways now. And Snorterpoopus, in response to Fallout Dave saying that I need to play that Unicorn Flake song for Snorterpoopus, he yells, I do not. No! So let's try whatever that word is. Stoat? What is that word? What does that word mean? I'm going to look it up. It's a stoat. It's the ermine or short-tailed weasel. So it's an ermine, which is an animal that has a reddish brown that is reddish brown with a black tip on the tail. It's a type of weasel. Okie dokie. Weasel. Yes, a small predator like a weasel. And the Snorterpoopa says, but if you get rid of the penny, how will I be able to give my 2 cents worth? Well, your 2 cents worth now is about 6 cents, so just give a nickel's worth. I'm going to give you my nickel's worth. Sapphire says, I'm okay. I burned my foot last night draining noodles for Autumn before dinner. Really hurts, but I'm tough. Oh, yeah. Burns are tough. I get steam burns all the time. Yeah, and so does Fallout Dave. He says, I'm always burning myself in the kitchen. Usually there's steam burns. And Phantom is waiting on Social Security. Called them at 9 a.m. Said they'd call back in 70 minutes. 90 minutes later, nothing. LOL. Nordrupa says, at least you didn't burn your noodles. Burn the noodles, maybe some aloe vera. And we have JPRPH1 playing the game, actually. And he said, joked. I don't even think I'm really looking at the celebrations today. Oops. And it was joked in honor of St. Patrick's Day, April Fool's Day. The follow-up that says, "Hey, oops, sorry, Social Security takes forever. Any government organization takes forever, and going in person is worse." And Follow Dave says, "Snorted Poop is just cut up a nickel to give you 2 cents worth." Sapphire says, "I had to get some bird cream. Just not a good time, but I'm tough." Oh yeah. A follow-up Dave says, "Usually for me, they're touching hot pan burns. I either get steam burns." It's a joke. Usually after I cook or do something, I call my sister, my mom, and I said, "Yeah, I cooked dinner," and it's like, "Oh, where did you hurt yourself today?" Because I'm either getting a steam burn, I hit the side of a pan and I burn myself. If I'm in the oven, my hand hits the top of the oven. He says, "Oh, you need to find out why they denied your application for disability. The county and state seem adamant I'm disabled." And Suffer Mommy says, "Sometimes burns of food, LOL." And Sashi says, "Wait, you guys use feet to strain noodles? I think you're doing it wrong." um, and Fallout Dave, "Swine. Gosh, why are you being so mean to us today? Huh? Swine." And then we have a Y at the end with a ESK and a P. Let's see. We did National 1 Cent Day, and today is we did a tatting day, and well, that's a stupid one. I'm not even going to do that. Some of them are just dumb. Mathematics and Statistics Awareness. Oh, this is a month, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Mathematics and Statistics. Oh, trying to say statistics. Awareness Month is observed annually in April to increase the public understanding of math and stats. It's a nerd's dream. The month also celebrates mathematics and statistics for their unique role in solving critical real world problems. It's evolved from a week long dedication to the promotion of math as a discipline. Introduced by an official proclamation of President Ronald Reagan in 1986, if you're interested in pursuing math, there are many scholarships available that you can. And since 2017, the central theme of the Awareness Month celebrates the leading figures in the field for their contributions to solving the glaring problems in our life. Let's see. So, what is a primary job of a statistician? A statistician manages and designs surveys and deals with the collection of relevant data. Additionally, a statistician also deals with the analysis of data by identifying patterns and planning strategies to use the results. What is the difference between mathematics and statistics? A mathematics deals with the shape, logic, and measurements of structures dealt in the context of space and time, whereas statistics only covers the collection and interpretation of the data. And here was a question: is AP Calculus harder than AP Stats? And that's like advanced honors. It says stats is considered to be harder than calculus, as most students lack the ability or experience to grasp the logic of statistics within a single semester. Okie dokie. So, National Mathematics and Statistics Awareness Month. And that was from nationaltodaycalendar.com. Excuse me. So, let's see. And we have a pesky. I'm in the puzzle. Let me get up here. Let's see. Phantom says they sent a declined email at 1 a.m. this morning, which is really odd. He said the worst thing is hitting against an electric skillet at 425. No, no. The worst is I cook on cast iron, and you think I would learn, but no. The worst is when you have had a cast iron skillet on the stove heating up, and cast iron, everything heats up, even the handle, and you forget that it's hot, like really, really hot, and you grab the handle to move it, and you get these wonderful burn marks in the palm of your hand. Yes. Dave says it's awful, the disability process. It took 6 years and going to court to get it. Oh my goodness. And whoops, I don't know. I keep clicking those. Pesky, Pesky, pesky. It was pesky. Then we have a T at the end with a D and an I. I think I know what this word is. Pesky, a pesky polar bear. I can do that. I think we all can be pesky. His noodles were brought up me rebus, MEE. Now, see, I was going to be really bad, and you said since noodles were brought up me rebus. I said, oh, you rebus, me missus. Sorry, Sashi. I did get the recipe. I will post that in a second. There are 3 levels of lies: little innocent lies, proper lies, and then there's statistics. Yes, I don't use burn gel. I just put ice on it. Well, Dave says it depends on the calculus and statistics. I took all of those. I just answered the question. And we have Miss Martin Muse. Hello to you. I hope your day is finding you well. And Sasha says was not aware of mathematics. Thank God they have a month for it. No, there's a month for mathematics. That Snort Pooper says there's a day for mathematics. That just doesn't add up. A month, I tell you. And Father Dave says, ow, that's like the pans at work. The one that kicked my butt most was at first was linear algebra, says Buddy. You'd be in the puzzle again, but no. Oh, you're saying idiot. No fallout, Dave. Yes, neighbor cannot pronounce. I believe it is digit. And it is digit. Digit, digit, digit. And then we have an N in the fourth spot, and then it F, U, G, and an L. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. And Phantom says, isn't pesky polar bear default setting, Snortopoopus? And Faladay says, I liked that one. I'm assuming linear algebra. I gravitate more to that side. I'm horrible at math. And this is the truth. I could not grasp even basic multiplication until I was like in 10th, like ninth grade. In high school, I tried and tried and tried to. I did practice tests. I could not grasp it. And all of a sudden in 10th grade, it clicked in. It was crazy. And Buddy says, I think I like the differential equations the most. I liked where you had to graph things and put dots on little graphs and do all that kind of stuff. I don't know what that is. Sashi says, I actually have a dulled sense of pain, can still take damage, but don't feel much of it. I spilled some hot oil on my foot 2 weeks ago, felt nothing, just washed it under the water. And Dave says, differential equations were fun too. I took it at the same time as business economics. Economics was harder. Snortopoopo says, I was bad at arithmetic. I never managed to multiply. Um, Neighbor Canapron says, damn it, Mrs. Deadman, that's a nasty cough. Have you tried some chamomile with honey? It works wonders. This is actually better. This is like the end of whatever I had. So we have flung, and it was flung. Do we have a D, an I at the beginning with an I, a D and E at the beginning with the I in the fourth, and then there is an L. And Sashi says, I don't want to upset you, but have you done medical tests for leprosy? Just saying. Oh my goodness. Where is that? There we go. Oh, okay. I have finally caught up with the chat. Wow. Today is a national, no, wait, no, no. Today is Fun Day. F-U in the Fun Day. Everyone needs a little unstructured fun in their day, and Fun Day is a perfect for having time dedicated exactly for that. So let's schedule unstructured fun day. No, it should just be fun. Just have fun. It gives everybody a chance to unwind, relax, and get a little silly. Release from the confines of orderly school or work routine to remember what life is supposed to be all about. Fun day is a reminder to break the stressful line of the day-to-day living and to go out and have some fun. So a fun day. And that was from daysoftheyear.com. So, but we have devil. And politics says, nah, it's not leprosy. It's just the black plague. Devil. 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 This puzzle is evil. Evil. Says Fallout Dave. We have a G, a G, a U, a L um, at, somewhere in the puzzle. And we have a Y at the end. Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. I'm not dead yet. Well, he's mostly dead. I'm not dead yet. Sashi says, no issues with that. I just have a dull sense of pain. Also caused me to have thicker skin on my fingertips because of it. Early touchscreen phones were unusable for me. Oh my well. So we bulgy, Bulgy, or gully. Can't be bulgy because wait, yeah, it could be bulgy. Let's try it. Let's go for it. Let me see if I can find. There we go. Bulgy. I like that word, but it's not bulgy. But that's okay. Let's try gully. Gully. It was gully. We have Shire. Gave us all the letters. You need an E for loogie. We have an O in the fourth spot, then an R, P, A, and a V. Um, in oh gosh, I can't do this one. There'll be too many. I just can't do this one. Even though I think it's funny, I just can't do it. It will just lead to a barrage of comments. Today is a Boomer Bonus Day. It's a special occasion that celebrates the contributions of the baby boomer generation, which includes people born between 1946 and 1964. I am 1964, so I guess I'm not really a boomer. This day highlights the lasting impact boomers have on society and the economy. Many businesses use this opportunity to offer discounts or special deals to boomers, recognizing the generation's role in shaping modern consumer culture. So, a boomer bonus day, and that was from daysoftheyear.com. Let's see. Let's see, we have a vapor, vapor, vapor. And let me just make sure I'm caught up with the chat. I haven't missed anybody. Um, no, comments on this one would not be good. Oh, I got to look up that recipe. I forgot all about it, Sashi. It is mi rebus, a Johorian noodle soup. Oh, it looks really good. So here is a picture of that. Well, let's look at here's pictures of it. Oh my goodness, that just looks really good. We're going to go to the website that I really like to look at, which is Raza Malaysia. There's a couple websites I really like going to. I hope they have a link to the recipe. So let's go ahead and put this recipe in all the spots we need to before I read about it. First off, we will put it under. Oh my goodness, what happened here? Something weird happened on my. Uh, oh, we'll just have to figure it out later. I don't have time right now. Everything's gone like wonky doodle here. Stuff is in the wrong spot. Oh my goodness. So, okay, I got it on Discord. And let me, I need to put it in the chat. I don't think I put it in the chat. I am one of my favorite words, discombobulated. Okay, so this recipe, um, B from Raja, Malaysia says, is it mi rebus is a Malaysian dish of yellow noodles coated in a rich, spicy, and flavorful potato-based gravy. Uh, she loves topping it with crispy prawn fritters, fried bean curd, and hard-boiled eggs, just like the way it's served by Mamak hawkers in Penang, Malaysia. Then she gives a homemade, authentic recipe to try. And the recipe, oh, Buddy Hepburn says, it's not leprosy. I just went through that sketchy Brundle teleporter. So I'm a Gen Xer. Okay. And Namer cannot pronounce says, wait. There's a Boomer National Day. That's it. I'm changing planets. Not a boomer, but a firecracker, says Fallout Dave. Gen X was from 65 to 80. See, 64. See, so am I a boomer because I was born in 64? But they say it's I don't know. So it's a so Father says not a boomer but a firecracker, and Buddy says not after baked beans. Says I'm a troublemaker and an instigator, says Fallout Dave. Oh, that's okay. And Yum says simply Steve. And let me see. And Steven says I'm just stubborn. The unicorn snakes don't taste that good. Wonky doodles. Is that something new from Willy Wonka? Willy Wonka? I have weird words I say. And Buddy Hepburn says Gen Z, and Sona Pooh's yum 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 yum. I'm an Xer, Mrs. Dad. I'm at the cusp. I'm in between. I think I'm that lost generation. That's okay. And Sashi says the bean curd is mostly for texture. So let's there's the recipe if you guys would like to look at it. And let's see what it has in it. It has yellow noodles blanched, bean sprouts blanched, and for the gravy, you need red chilies, ground coriander, fennel, ground cumin, 10 shallots, ground turmeric, and some ginger. And then you need for the That's the spice paste for the gravy, and then the rest of the stuff you need for the gravy is cinnamon, sweet potatoes, skinned, steamed, and mashed, chicken stock, prawn stock, tamarind concentrate, coconut milk, and salt to taste. And the garnishings can be hard-boiled eggs, fried bean curd, prawn fritters, fried shallots, limes, and lettuce. So you make the spice paste. You add the cinnamon stick to some heated oil, and the spice paste, and you cook it until it's aromatic. I love that. And then you mash up all the potatoes um, with 2 cups chicken stock. You add them to the pan. You pour in the remaining chicken stock. You add the prawn stock. You stir and cook it, and you let it simmer. Um, and then you add the rest of the ingredients, and then you place the noodles and bean sprouts in a bowl. Then you garnish it with the hard-boiled eggs, and um, corn fritters, bean curds, whatever, shallots, shredded cabbage, and lime, and you serve it. And they say use homemade spice paste. It tastes better. So that is the recipe today. And that just looks absolutely yummy. So yum. And our puzzle, we already have the word here, loser, and we have a demon, and we have a G, an N, and a D. And let's see, the term Gen Z should be reserved for the zombie outbreak. I agree, name we cannot pronounce. It's a sweet potato gravy. Simply Steve says, I cannot even stand the smell of sweet potatoes. Oh, I love sweet potatoes. I'm so sorry, Steve. And Soda Poop is, I am what I am. And Simply Steve is playing the game and says, grand. And so does Connie Clary. Then we flip over here, we have an R, an O, and an A, and then a C and a K. So we can just put those either way. It's a National Sourdough Bread Day. It's one of the world's oldest leaven breads. It's produced through the process of a long fermentation of the dough using lactobacilli and yeast. The use of naturally occurring yeast and friendly bacteria versus cultivated yeast causes the bread to have a slightly sour but pleasant taste. Most likely the first form of leavening available to bakers. It is believed sourdough originated in ancient Egyptian times around 1500 BC. During the European Middle Ages, it also remained the usual form of leavening. So, National Sour Bread Dough Day. So we have ribbit. So, yep, croak. I saw other people put that word down too. Croak. We have a GU at the beginning with an E and an S. The E has to be in the third spot because it cannot be in the fourth and fifth. Name we cannot pronounce says devil before now demon. There's something very evil with the puzzle today. Better call the Spanish Inquisition. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. And croaking as another term for dying. Yikes. It is a very sinister puzzle today. Yes, it is. And guess, whoops, type in the correct letter, guess. Guess from Snortopoopas and Connie. Do we have a C? R? Oh my gosh, it just keeps going. It was worse than Ouija on the last one. There's a lot of sinister words in here today. It's a National Trombone Player Day today. It's celebrated on April 1st. It's recognized by any by trombone players and anyone who loves a good tune driven by the trombone. This instrument belongs to the brass family. Um, Trombones are defined by a telescoping slide mechanism that makes them different from other brass instruments. National Trombone Players Day is marked with performances by student ensembles, exhibitors, and world class artists in concerts, master classes, and competitions. Whenever I think of the trombone, I think of wah, wah, wah. I think it's just that makes it so um, appropriate for today, shall we say. Think we're almost done with all the celebrations. So good that we're getting through this puzzle. Excuse me. We have a crypt. Yes, the sad trombone. Wah, wah, whoops, CRYPT, crypt. And then we have an SE. The R cannot be at the end, so the R is here. Seraph. And Simply Steve said, "Yay, trombone day. I played one in my youth." And Buddy said, "Sad trombone." Yes, it is. We have learn. We have blade. We have an EIG in the middle with an H and an N. Sci-Fi says, "On my way to a work meeting. Everyone have a wonderful day. Galactic Cafe is at 2:30 Eastern time today. At 2:30 Eastern time. I hope you have a productive work meeting or that it's uneventful, whatever you wish it to be. Thank you for stopping by, Sci-Fi. So we have an EIG. There is no N in the fourth, in the last spot. If you look, whoops, the N, so the N has to be at the beginning. Neigh. So we have nay. We have an A, excuse me. We have an A in the seconds, an IT at the end, and there is a C. The C cannot be in the first spot, so the C is in the fourth. So it's blank A C I T. And our final celebration today is National Greeting Card Day. Whether it's for a birthday, Valentine's Day, or Christmas, it can be such a delightful experience to open up a mailbox to find that it contains not a bill or an advertisement, but a colorful envelope with a greeting card from someone you love. And this is the time to enjoy and celebrate National Greeting Card Day. So, a National Greeting Card Day. That's our final celebration while we um, So Phantom says, "So now I have to wait till denial letter comes and send in reconsideration. Ugh, although I applied January 17th, so it took less than 10 weeks. So hopefully by June, this will be resolved." I think when they do that, you should get back pay. I don't know if they do that or not. So we have an A, and there's a C in the fourth, third, and then an IT. So I think this is a tacit. And Simply Steve says, "Ooh, get the blade, then you croak, and you end up in a crypt." Yes, yes. So tacit. Yes, it is tacit. And let's go on down here. We have Baylor. We have 50. We have spill. We have wheat. We have our last four words, which we have milky. We have BA. And then we have an O, a J, and an N. Our poll today, blah, 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 ba, da, ba, dee, ba, ba, is 16 votes. Partner, parent, and coworkers is tied for second excuse me, with 4 each. Friends is first with, let's see. No, they might, yeah, 20. So Friends has 5 votes. Parent or partner and coworkers have 4 votes each, and My Kids has 3 votes. And we have, where's that banjo music coming from? Do 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 do. Can't do the song, but you guys know it. And yeah, this will probably be a new record time. We have banjo, we have fjord, and we have CLU CK Cluck. And we have finished this puzzle. It's not our record, but we have, yes, the dueling banjos. I love that song. I don't want to do anything that could get me copyright stricken. So that's why I do only like 3 notes. Yes, the Deliverance banjo theme. That movie was disturbing. And the banjo, Sashi says, it makes me think of Rainbow Connection with Kermit the Frog. And yes, it also the Deliverance banjo theme. And Snorted Pooper says, oddly, I did not and still don't like being forced to retire, but due to the fact finding work like I had sit in office work at desk is unlikely now I have to argue for it. It's unlikely. Oh, um, oh, so you have to argue for the disability. It's ridiculous. Name that tune by Mrs. Dadman. I can name it in one note. Nah, dueling banjos, but it's a kid with a banjo and a guy with a guitar. So I'm not going to read our words today. Phantom says, one of my cousins, sadly no longer with us, was the person that made Kermit's banjo. How cool is that? So we have a bunch of words here. Let's see which ones are kind of scary today. Swine, pesky, devil, loser, demon, croak, crypt, and that's about it. Those are some, they got some pretty um, uh, sad words today. So, yes, this, I'm not even going to delete this because we're going to have to do our birthdays here. So let me just try to figure out what to do here. I'm going to open, I'm going to just minimize this right now. Um, so that was our puzzle for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love doing the puzzle. I'm so glad we started doing. Yes, devil and demon are losers. Yes. Thank you for 15 people that are watching through all the platforms. We have 13 watching on YouTube. Wow, thanks very much for that. We have 16 votes in the poll, uh, and that hasn't changed. We have 17 likes. Wow. And Snorted Pooper says, I think deliberate swamping polar bears with the hillbillies would be even more disturbing because the polar bears can win. LOL. And we have 18 likes. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Thank you, Steve. So, what is the next thing we're doing today? I don't know. Oh, we're doing memes. Happy April Fool's Day. It's time for something meaningful. And Snorted Pooper says, seals have purdy mouths. So here are her, yes, happy April Fool's Day. Remember to trust no one today. No one. So what are our memes today? I don't take you seriously any other day of the year. Why would I today? Yeah, they should have a day that's not April Fool's Day. Anti-April Fool's Anti-Fool's Day. Whoops. Oh yeah, okay, I thought Wondering where there's a day dedicated to fools when you see fools every day. Hey, Cabar Cabarello? Hello, Cabarello. Oh, cool. Welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here today. I hope you enjoyed the show. We just got done doing our daily puzzle. We're now looking at some memes, and then later we'll talk about some birthdays that are today. And we have a name we cannot pronounce saying every day is April Fool's Day. Oh goodness, I'm not gonna post that one, Phantom Outsider, but it is a reference to the movie Deliverance. And I pity the fool. Yes, I pity the fool. Trust no one, just like any other day. And Buddy says, if you listen to fools, the mob rules. I actually did eat their homework. April Fools. Wouldn't it be horrible if the more you get up and you do your homework, you stay up, you do your homework, and then the dog has used it as a chew toy, and you have to go and actually say that to your teacher? That would be awful. Whoops, didn't mean to change it back. That would be awful. I don't always play jokes on April Fools. Oh, I'm just kidding. I do. And that's Mulder's motto in the X-Files. Trust no one. And yes, a heart for Clobberin' Times. We do miss him so much. When your landlord asks for a check on April Fool's Day, yeah, right. Mm. And Simply Steve says, homework? What homework? I'm a fool for taking the assignment. Yes. And yes, absolutely. It's that time of year again. No. My face when someone reveals to me something on April Fool's Day. Yeah, I'm not believing you. Nope. No way, Jose. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. What if March really has 32 days and April 1st is just a prank? Mm. Um, we'll never know. Yes, you need tarantula shoe repellent today. The best office prank I pull on April Fool's Day is pretending I like being here. Oh, oh my gosh. April Fool's Day is the one day of the year that people critically evaluate news articles before accepting them as true. Whoops. Sorry about that. What if April Fool's Day is actually April 2nd and we've been fooled to believe it's April 1st? Mm. Birthday is on April Fool's Day and no one believes them. Oh, I keep messing these up. The moment you realize this is going to be a long April Fool's Day, oh my goodness, how desperate are you? This is the evilest April Fool prank I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, what a waste of Oreo cookies. What a waste. And those are our memes for today. I hope you guys liked them on this April Fool's Day. And yes, crested Oreo cookies. Mwah, says uh Simply Steve. Yes, nasty. Nasty, nasty. So give me 1 second because as I said, whoops, I see I'm such an edge. If my brain wasn't attached, I think I would have lost it today. So let's go ahead. Let me get okay, so we're just gonna have to type um we have wait, they fooling if that's all the April Fool memes. That's all the April Fool memes today. Sorry. That is it. But let's see if we can do this without breaking anything. Today is birthdays. No, I didn't go silent. I was trying to get stuff ready for the birthdays without messing it up. And see, that's why I hum everybody because I get quiet and I forget. It was the noiseless mic. Did you go quiet silent or is it just a prank? So our famous birthdays for today, those that were born on April Fool's Day or April 1st, who could they be? Like I say, I'm going to have to type these in, so this is going to be a rather painful process today. But our first birthday is Randy Orton. He is a professional wrestler. He signed to the WWE in 2000. He performs on the SmackDown brand. He's widely regarded as one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time and has tied has the tied third most world championship reigns in the history with a career spanning over 20 years. Oh, he's a third generation professional wrestler. His grandfather was Bob Orton, his father Bob Orton Jr., and Uncle Barry Orton were all wrestlers. He is a two-time Royal Rumble match winner and has headlined multiple WWE pay-per-view events, including WrestleMania 25 and WrestleMania 30. Following his match at the 2021 Survival Series, he broke Kane's record for wrestling the most pay-per-view matches in WWE history. Simply Steve says Randy is better than his dad and granddad. And Buddy Brian says Randy hears voices in his head. They don't tell him it's April Fool's until May, though. So, who is our next person? Here we go. We have, whoops, no, that didn't work. Okay, let's just do it here. We have Debbie Reynolds. Debbie Reynolds is an American actress. She passed away at the age of 84 years old. She's a singer and entrepreneur. Her career spanned 70 years. She's performed on stage and television and in films into her 80s. Um, let's see. Her breakout role was her first leading role in Singing in the Rain. She's also been in The Affairs of Dobie Gillis, Tammy and the Bachelor, Singing in the Rain, The Unsinkable Molly Brown. Yes, I'm kind of going through these because she's done a lot. Um, and she was the voiced Charlotte in Charlotte's Web. Was a cabaret performer, and she opened up a Debbie Reynolds dance studio in 1979. She was also had a TV series, The Debbie Reynolds Show. Um, she was in the revival of the um, Broadway musical Irene. Let's see. She has a dance studio. She has a Las Vegas hotel and casino. She was also an avid collector of film memorabilia. She was the president of the Thalians, an organization dedicated to mental health causes. She achieved the Screen Actors Guild Lifetime Achievement Award in 2015, the Jean Hershow Humanitarian Award in 2016, and made her final film performance in the biographical introspective Bright Lights. She died of a hemorrhagic stroke one day after the death of her daughter, actress Carrie Fisher. Yes, she is Carrie Fisher's mom. And she won, um, let's see, an Academy Comedy Award, a Satellite Award, Screen Actors Guild, and an Academy Award. So Debbie Reynolds passed away at 84 years old. We have Susan Boyle. Um, Susan Boyle is 64 years old. She's a Scottish singer. She rose to fame after appearing as a contestant on the third series of Britain's Got Talent. She came out and everyone laughed at her because she does not look like an entertainer. Her voice, her speaking voice, didn't really sound uh, um, like she could sing. And when she said she was going to sing "I Dreamed a Dream," everybody pretty much laughed at her. Well, she opened her mouth and she sung, and everyone was floored. Um, she has since sold 25 million records. Her debut album, "I Dreamed a Dream" in 2009, is one of the best-selling albums of the 21st century. It sold over 10 million copies worldwide, and it was the best-selling album internationally in 2009. In 2011, she made UK history by becoming the first female artist to achieve three successful album debuts at number one in less than 2 years. She performed at the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, and she also sang Mull of Kintyre. Oh, I'm so horrible. I messed that up. At the 2014 Commonwealth Games. She's released 8 albums, 2 Christmas releases, and in 2019, she celebrated a career spanning 10 years with the compilation album titled 10, together with a tour. So Susan Boyle, I like this. She has spunk. I mean, she came out there and like they were laughing at her, and she she showed them wrong with her voice. It was amazing. I loved seeing Simon. I loved seeing Simon Boyle. Is it Simon? Simon, what's his last name? It's not Boyle. Simon. What's Simon's last name? Simon. You know who he is. All of a sudden, I can't remember his last name. Simon. What is Simon's last name on Cowell? I knew it was similar. Simon Cowell. Yes, thank you so much. It's like my brain all of a sudden was stuck on her last name. I love seeing him just knocked. I mean, he laughs, and then he just, I loved it. So we have Annette O'Toole. She's an actress, singer, and songwriter. She has got nominations for Academy Award, a Golden Globe, and a Primetime Emmy Award. She was in the TV series Nash Bridges. She was in Stephen King's horror novel. She was in the miniseries of Stephen King's horror novel It. She was in Superman 3, also Cross My Heart, and she played Martha Kent, the adopted mother of Clark, in the television series Smallville. Annette O'Toole, 73 years old today. Um, we have Sergei Rachmaninoff, passed away at the age of 69. At the age of 69 years old, he was a Russian composer, virtuoso pianist, and conductor. He's widely considered one of the finest pianists of his day, and as a composer, one of the last great representatives of Romanticism in Russian classical music. Sergei, I don't know. I do not know. Excuse me, I got a cough really bad. I'm going to mute my mic. Yeah, I muted myself. Okay, there we go. Abraham Maslow, American psychologist who created Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And he died at the age of 62 years old. Yes, I'll be back shortly. I know. I know. Yeah, I turned my mic off because I was making a lot of coughing noises. Mall of Kintyre is a Paul McCartney song performed by Wings about his and Linda's home in Scotland. Yeah, I'll get back soon. Thankfully, it was only one person. So Abraham Maslow, hierarchy of needs. And let's see, who do we have next? Matt Latner. Oops, LA. Latner. I spelled it wrong here. Let me correct this spelling. Okay, Matt Latner. He's an actor. He began his modeling career in 2004. He also acted in the film Bobby Jones' Stroke of Genius and in the television series Point Pleasant. He appeared in other television series and films, including Commander in Chief and 90210. He was in the NBC series Timeless, and he voiced Anakin Skywalker in the animated film Star Wars The Clone Wars. He continued to play him in the identically named TV show and other media of the Star Wars franchise. Yes, after these messages, we'll be right back. I just wanted you to have a little quiet. I just thought it was a little bit too loud. So I was giving you some silence. Okay, we have Matt Latner, then we have uh, Toshiro Mifune. He was a Japanese actor and producer. He died at the age of 77. He was known for his 16 collaborations with director Akira Kurosawa. He was in the films Rashomon, Seven Samurais, Throne of the Blood, The Hidden Fortress, and Yojimbo. He portrayed portrayed Miyamoto Musashi in Hiroshi Inagaki's Samurai Trilogy, and he was also in the NBC television miniseries Shogun. And he played Admiral Isaruko Yamamoto in 3 different films. He established Melfu Productions and achieved success with large-scale works. He died of organ failure on December 24th, 1997, and in 99 he was inducted into the Martial Arts History Museum Hall of Fame. And in 2016, his name was inscribed on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yes, Shogun was a made-for-TV miniseries. Yes, he was. He is considered one of the greatest actors of all time, is quoted in this thing. Yes, he was a great actor. Let's see what some of his personal quotations are. I have not checked these, so let's see what he says. Oh, see, this is his thing on acting. Since I came into the industry very inexperienced, I don't have any theory of acting. I just had to play my roles my way, and I think that's a lot what needs to happen. Sometimes people just they educate the talent out of people. And as a director, he says, an actor is not a puppet with strings pulled by the director. He is a human being with seeds of all emotions, desires, and needs within himself. I attempt to find the very center of this humanity and explore and experiment. What a wonderful quote. Oh, so Toshiro Mifune. And let's see, who is our next one? Troy Baker. Troy Baker is a voice actor. He is known for his numerous roles in video games. He was in Tale of Vesperia, The Last of Us franchise, BioShock Infinite, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, and Uncharted The Lost Legacy. Also, Tales from the Borderlands, Final Fantasy 13, Persona 4, Catherine, he plays Agent Jones in the Fortnite, and that's to name a few. You can kind of read them on the um, list. He holds the record for most acting nominations at the BAFTA Games Award. He has 5 between 2013 and 2021. He has also voiced Batman, the Joker, Hawkeye, and Loki in various media. He has provided voices for a number of English dubs of anime, including Bleach, Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, Naruto, Shippuden, Code Geass, and Soul Eater. And he was a lead singer and rhythm guitarist for alternative rock band Trip Fontaine. The Troy Baker. It doesn't say how old he is. It just says where he was born. Okay, he has no age. He is ageless. Mufune. And you think his samurai was the basis for John Belushi's? I think his samurai character in Rashomon was the basis of John Belushi's samurai. Interesting. We have Wangari Maathai. She is a Kenyan social, environmental, and political advocate. She founded the Green Belt movement. It was an environmental, non governmental organization focused on planting trees, environmental conservation, and women's rights. She became the first African American woman to win the Nobel Peace Prize in 2004. And she died at the age of 71 years old. We have Agent Atwood, and yes, he came by and he saw, yes, Troy Baker. Yes, he was there. I am still here, guys. I am still here. I have to say that because I get quiet. I'm trying to find the next person here. Who is the next person? Lon Chaney. His son is a junior. Uh, Lon Chaney was an American actor and makeup artist. He is regarded as one of the most versatile and powerful actors of cinema, renowned for his characterization of tortured, often grotesque and afflicted characters, and for his groundbreaking artistry with makeup. He is known for starring roles in silent horror films as The Hunchback of Notre Dame and The Phantom of the Opera. His ability to transform himself using makeup techniques that he developed earned him the nickname the Man of a Thousand Faces. And Atwood says, I love Troy Baker. He was Joel in The Last of Us and Aaron Black in Mortal Kombat 10 and 11. Yes, horror man Lon Chaney Sr. I wrote the wrong thing down. Jane Powell, an American actress. She appeared in MGM musicals in the 40s and 50s. Some of her musicals were A Date with Judy, Royal Wedding, Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, and Hit the Deck. She also starred in the film noir film The Female Animal, and she was in the adventure film Enchanted Island. She also made appearances on stage in My Fair Lady and The Sound of Music. She had television appearances in The Love Boat and Growing Pains. And she passed away at the age of 92 years old. She also was in the musical group Pink Martini, which she performed as a vocalist. in 2007. Jane Powell, 92 years old. We have William Harvey. William Harvey was an English physician who made influential contributions to anatomy and physiology. Yes, pink martini. He was first known physician to describe completely and in detail pulmonary and systematic circulation, as well as the specific process of blood being pumped to the brain and the rest of the body by the heart. So, William Harvey, 79 years old. And since it's mathematics and statistics month, we have a mathematician here, Sophie Germain. She was a French mathematician, physicist, and philosopher. Despite initial opposition from her parents and difficulties presented by society, she gained education from books in her father's library, including ones by Euler, and from correspondence with famous mathematicians such as Lagrange, Legendre, and Gauss, under the pseudonym of Monsieur Leblanc. She was one of the pioneers of elasticity theory. She won the grand prize from the Paris Academy of Sciences for her essay on the subject. Her work on Fermat's last theorem provided a foundation for mathematicians exploring the subject for hundreds of years after. Because of prejudice against her sex, she was unable to make a career out of mathematics, but she worked independently throughout her life. Before her death, she had recommended Gauss had recommended that she be awarded an honorary degree, but that never occurred. On July 27th, 1831, she died from breast cancer. At the century of her life, a street and girls' school were named after her. The Academy of Sciences established the Sophie Germain Prize in her honor. Marie Sophie Germain, a French mathematician. Phil Necro, American baseball pitcher. He played 24 seasons in the MLB. He is generally regarded as the greatest knuckleball pitcher of all time. He was selected for 5 All-Star teams, led the National League in victories twice. He led the major leagues in earned run averages once and won the National League Golden Glove Award 5 times. As of 2024, Necro ranks 16th on MLB's all-time wins list with 318 career victories. As of 2024, he is the only knuckleballer to win 300 or more major league games. He and his younger brother Joe amassed 539 wins between them. As of 2013, the Necros had the most combined wins by brothers in baseball history. As of 2023, he also holds the major league record with 121 career victories after the age of 40. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1997. And he passed away at the age of 81 years old. Grace Lee Whitley was an American actress. Her career spanned over half a century. She played Janice Rand in the original Star Trek television series and subsequent Star Trek films. And she passed away at the age of 85 years old. We have Barry Sonnenfeld, an American filmmaker and television director. He worked as cinematographer for the Coen brothers before directing films such as The Addams Family, 1991, and its sequel, Adam's Family Values, Get Shorty, and the Men in Black trilogy. Also, Wild Wild West. Oh my gosh. He started his career as um, began working in adult films, um, and then he started working as a director on the Oscar nominated In the Water in '82. And then he met Joel Cohen. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, you got to start somewhere, I guess. Yes, a Vulcan salute to Yeoman Rand. There, we'll put her back up. There she is. I wonder if they have any other pictures of her. There she is. There's Yeoman Rand. We'll show that picture there while we talk. Yeoman Rand and Rand and the Vulcan salute to Yeoman Rand. And yes, a bow chicka wow wow. That's probably for the porn, excuse me, the adult thing. I just probably demonetized myself on that one. I hate words that you can't say. But anyway, she's a looker. But that is Janice Lee Whitney. Sam Huntington, he's known for his roles in the series A Being Human, which actually was took from a British movie TV show, which was much better. He also was in Jungle to Jungle, and he played Jimmy Olsen in the superhero film Superman Returns. He is also in the series Rosewood. He's been in films Detroit Rock City and Not Another Teen Movie, Fanboys, Dylan Dog, Dead of Night, Veronica Mars, Sully, and The Last Stop in Yuma County. And he is 43 years old today. Edgar Wallace, a British writer and sensational detective gangster adventure and sci-fi novels. Let's see. He was a prolific writer that one of his publishers claimed that a quarter of all books in England were written by him. As well as journalism, he wrote screenplays, poetry, historical nonfiction, 18 stage plays, 957 short stories, and over 170 novels, 12 in 1929 alone. More than 160 films have been made of Wallace's works. So let's see films based on Wallace's works. There we go. There. Well, what this is not it. Oh, films based on works. There's all the films that were based on his works. Wow. Also did the Edgar Wallace Ministries. So he did a lot of stuff. Ole Kirk Christensen was a Danish carpenter. In 1932, he founded the construction toy company Lego, later known as the Lego Group. He transformed his small woodworking shop, which initially sold household products, into the manufacture of wooden toys. By 1934, he had officially named the company Lego and established its fundamental principles. The business shifted to producing plastic bricks after the acquisition of a plastic molding injection machine in 1947. Following his death in 1958, the company's management was handed over to his son Gottfried. and he passed away at the age of 66. Sorry, spam. What is his legacy? His legacy in 1964, the Ole Kirks Foundation, a charitable foundation in Denmark, was established in his memory. There was also a park. So very cool. Yes, the Lego Man. You are correct. The Lego Man. And let's see, we're almost done. I am so sorry, guys. I have to hand type everything in today. Usually have it all nice and neat, but life decided to do a April Fool's joke on me this morning. John Philip Jacob Alkin, an Italian industrialist, in 1997, he became the chosen heir of his maternal grandfather, Gianni Agnelli, following the death of his nephew. And since 2004, he's been leading the Agnelli family, the Italian multi industry business dynasty. They have been compared to the U.S. political family of the Kennedys. He chairs the automaker Stellantis and is the chief executive officer of Exor, the holding company controlled by their family. He holds controlling stake in Ferrari, C&H Industrial, Iveco Group, etc., etc. In 2018, he was appointed chairman of Ferrari after Sergio Marchionne left due to health issues. In 2021, he oversaw the merger between Fiat Chrysler and the PSA Group. He is a leader of he is the leader of a group that controls 14 brands with production sites in 29 countries and employs 400,000 people and is present in over 130 markets. And he is only 48 years old today. So, John Elkin. And Simply Steve says, "Don't tinker with my toys." LOL. But he says, "I'll see your Lincoln logs and raise you plastic uh, crack and bare feet landmines." Yes. Don't tinker with my toys, says Simply Steve. And who is our next person today? Ding Junhui, a Chinese professional snooker player. He is the most successful Asian player in the history of the sport. He's won 15 major ranking titles, including 3 UK championships. In 2014, he became the first Asian world number one. He has twice reached the final of the Masters, winning once in 2011. In 2016, he became the first Asian player to reach the final of the World Championships. He began playing snooker at the age of 9. At 15, he became the youngest winner of the IBSF World Under 21 Championship. He turned professional at the age of 16. His first major professional success came in 2005, 2 years after he became professional, when he won the China Open and the UK Championships. He became the first player from outside Great Britain and Ireland to win the title. He has compiled more than 600 century breaks. What's a century break? In snooker, a century break is a break of 100 points or more, completed in one visit to the table. A century break requires potting or at least 25 consecutive balls, and the ability to score centuries is regarded as a mark of the highest skill in snooker. He also had 7 maximum breaks. A maximum break is the highest possible break in snooker. A player compiles a maximum break by potting all 15 reds with 15 blacks for 120 points, followed by all 6 colors for a further 27 points. Okay, if you guys play snooker, There you go. And snooker is more challenge. Whoops, didn't mean to go there. Snooker is more challenging. Um, let's see where. Let's see. Snooker, cricket, football. Those crazy Brits. Snooker is more challenging than pool. I can't play pool, so they're all challenging to me. I've tried to play pool. I stink at it. William James Sardis is an American child prodigy with mathematical and linguistic skills. I put him in because it's Mathematics and Statistician Month. He passed away at the age of 46 years old. He was active as a mathematician, linguist, historian, and author. He wrote the book The Animate and Inanimate, published in 1925, in which he speculated about the origin of life in the context of a thorough dynamics. His works were published under various pseudonyms because he never used his real name as uh, as an author. His father was psychiatrist Boris Sidis. He raised his son according to certain principles with the desire for his son to be gifted. He is famous. He became famous first for his precocity and later for his eccentricity and withdrawal from public life. He avoided mathematics altogether eventually. He wrote on other subjects under a number of pseudonyms. He entered Harvard at the age of 11 and as an adult was claimed by family members to have an IQ between 250 and 300. Excuse me. He was conversant in about 25 languages and dialects. These statements have not been verified, but many of his contemporaries, including Norbert Weiner and David Frost Cornstalk, agreed that he was extremely intelligent. So William James Sidis passed away at the age of 46 years old. And thank you, buddy, for the bless you. And he says snooker is the snooker table is larger itself with smaller, less banked pockets and played with larger balls. A predicted sneeze. I felt it coming. I was trying to not not sneeze. And our last person today is Irene Woost, a Dutch speed skater. Um, She was became the most successful speed skating Olympian ever. She achieved at least one gold medal in each of the 5 consecutive Winter Olympic appearances that she had. She is the second athlete after Britain's Steve Redgrave to win a gold medal at 5 consecutive Olympics, summer or winter, and the first to do so in individual events. She is both the youngest Dutch Olympic gold medalist and the oldest speed skating gold medalist in the history of Winter Games. At the age of 19, she won the gold medal at the 2006 Winter Olympics. And 4 years later, at the 2010, she won the 1500 meter. At the 2014 Olympics, she won 2 gold medals and 3 silver medals, making her the most decorated athlete at the Sochi Games. Following her record 6 speed skating gold medal in the 1500 meter and bronze in the team pursuit event at the 2022 Winter Olympics, she has won a record 13 Olympic medals, more than any other speed skater, making her the most successful athlete of the Netherlands at the Olympics. She is also 7-time world all around champion and 15-time world single distance champion and a 5-time European all around champion. In 2014, she was elected by Reuters as the Sportswoman of the Year, and she is 38 years old today. No, she's 39 years old today. Happy birthday, Irene. And everybody, that is our birthdays for today. Yay! So it is 1:54 into the show. It's 11:59 because I started 5 minutes late. Sorry about that, guys. Um, but thank you all for being here. We still have, how many people are watching? We still have 10 people watching. Let's refresh everything so I can see. we have 20 likes. Yay! And we have 19 votes. I am going to go ahead and end the poll so I don't forget. And yes, I lost that one sub. So now I'm back down to 599. Gosh darn. So everybody, let me go ahead and end the poll. Uh, Partner, parent, and friends won the poll with coworkers second and kids third for on April 1st. I like to prank. So thank you guys for participating in that poll today. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Um, and let me start, as you know, my shameless promotions. So my morning musings are Monday through Wednesday and Fridays at 10 a.m. We do puzzles, birthday celebrations, and memes. Today at 1 p.m., I am going to be doing the Bossy Dragon Diamond painting. I think it's going to look really, really pretty. Tonight at 7 is April Fools with Dadman, the 700 sub celebration. That's tonight at 7 p.m., and I am not joking about that. April 2nd to April 9th, there will be no scheduled streams. Actually, it's April 8th. There will be no scheduled streams because on April 9th at 4 p.m. will be the next stream I do scheduled, and that is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and Cowboy Bebop for anime in the afternoon. And Thursday at 8 p.m., April 10th, Thursday, April 10th, we will have the Peeps show on Dadman Walking Channel. That will have me and Yarn Witch live as guests for Dadman Walking. If you'd like to support me, you can buy me a cup of coffee and check out my throne, which is my creator's wish list at Mrs.DadmanWalking55. You can also support me through super chats, super thanks, super stickers, and memberships. Those are all on YouTube now. If you'd like to mail us something, you can to P.O. Box 26603, Jacksonville, Florida 32226. My streams and VOD are YouTube, Mrs.DadmanWalking55, Twitch, Mrs. Dadman Walking, my social media, Twitch at MDadmanWalking, Threads, Mrs. DadmanWalking55, and Discord, Mrs. Dadman Walking. So, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And first off, let me do this. I do want to thank everybody who has shown up today. We have a Fallout Dave. Thank you. We have JPRPH1. Thank you for being here. We have Buddy Hepburn and Snortapoopus. Connie Clary has come by, and also Simply Steve 68, Dadman Walking 55. Thank you guys for being here. Also, Sashi was here, the trusty ape, name we cannot pronounce. Mr. Fultron Mraz was here. Sci-Fi Mombi uh, came by. Phantom Outsider, Miss Martin Muses. All you guys, thank you so much for being here. Cabarello from found us from Clobberin Times, fantastic, and Agent Atwood. Thank you all for being here. I got this idea of starring everybody who's shown up and saying hello to them, um, and recognizing me at the end from Raquel SSG. Um, so I thought it was really cool. So I thought I'm going to do that too, and I think it's really neat when I remember doing it. Yes, and everybody try not to get fooled. In 1 hour, I'm going to be doing my diamond painting of the Bossy Dragon. But until then, I will see you next time. And remember to be kind, to show love. You're not promised tomorrow, so go to bed each night with no regrets. And most of all, I wish you peace. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is in your neck of the woods. I hope you have a wonderful one. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.